I'm with Councillor Peter Goldsworthy, the leader of Chorley Borough Council, who's just given one of the plenary speeches at today's local insight conference. You were giving the examples of Chorley. Where were you 4 years ago, and where are you now?
Well, 4 years ago, the council was very much an inward-looking organisation that was more concerned about policies and building walls to keep units separate, rather than being outward-looking and putting the customer first. Now, I think over the last 4 years, we've changed that round, where the customer is now at the start of our thinking, and we build services around customer need, not what we think is the right thing to do.
And there's been quite radical changes to do that in terms of directorates and that sort of thing.
There's been a very significant radical change, both politically and managerially, to achieve this. It has meant that the services have been reorganised. It has meant there's been significant job losses, but that's improved the services, kept the tax bill down to the customers, and also it's won us several awards, and the best one we think we've won is the staff feel that Chorley Council is a good council to work for, and we're very impressed that our staff think that.
And what does customer insight done? Has that been the real focus of the changes?
Yes, once you put customers first, then you've got to have a very detailed understanding of what customer needs are. We know how our customers are, they pay council tax, but understanding what they want in detail is a bit more problematical. But they do ring up to complain, so we know what's going wrong. We do talk to them through a series of workshops. We do read the letters column in the newspaper, which gives you this help. And we do find that we get a far better understanding of what the detailed customer needs are, and we then try to match that. You can't always do it. You can't always do it, but you can do it for a lot of people.
And you asked the question to everyone here, that they might ask themselves, what is the council for? And is that where it started, just asking that question?
I think asking two fundamental questions. What does the town hall exist for? And what motivates the staff who work in town halls? Now, I believe the town hall is there to help improve the lives of our customers, and I do believe that a lot of our own staff, this applies right across the country, are highly motivated when they give good service to their customers. It is a powerful motivator, and that's why many of our staff work for us.
And the question, I've got one of my questions is, how did you afford to do this? But perhaps the real question is, how can you afford not to do this?
Well, I think that second question is more important. How can you afford not to do it? What we've managed to do through this restructuring and customer focus, we've reduced the staff significantly. That's brought down our operating costs, and we've been able to pass that cost saving on by freezing council tax.
The other aspect of today is social media, and you touched on that in your speech about using things like YouTube to explain recycling.
Yeah.
And how have you seen that moving forward?
Well, this is well out of my depth of understanding, but these YouTube and Twitter sites have proved immensely successful, particularly with younger people who access these media systems quite easily, and we found it immensely successful. Particularly, for an example, on a real good subject, recycling, we've had an enormous amount of hits on our site that just has a short video of what to do and how to do it. So it's been fantastic.
Brilliant. And what are the next steps? Where do you go from here?
The next step, of course, is that we're all sitting on the edge of a precipice, wondering what funding is going to be like in the future. But through this, you can keep focused on customer needs. The customers out there know there's a financial problem. And if we explain what we're doing and how we're doing it, they're happy. What they're not happy with is being left in the dark, not knowing what's going on, and not knowing how we're going to deal with the problem. So I think the next stage is one of important communications with our people.